Now, if you look at this audio system, you'll see that there are tracks that go horizontally across the screen, and on those tracks you can have multiple sound files. You can also have tracks that are above and below other tracks. And this is very helpful for visualizing what's going on in Composer with the track system and add weight. Within a track, you can have multiple sound files play on the same track as long as you add a weight in between them. If you say, play this audio file upon a certain behavior, and then another effect of that same trigger would be to add a wait time, say of maybe 5 seconds or 3 seconds or whatever, and then play that same file or another file again. You can use the same audio track and they will execute in succession. First the audio will play, then the wait, then the next audio can play, and that can be on the same track. Or you could have that audio file on a different track. Just like that. You can have the first thing play, and then you can have this audio track designated, say, track 2 or track 3 or track 4. If it's the same type, it doesn't matter. You can just add in your wait time. Say this is 5, 10, 15 seconds. So this would be an audio file playing on track 0, and then a 15-second wait. And then there's this audio playing on track 1. You can also build that on the same track by just adding in a wait and have them play in order. But what this gives you is the ability to have a speech track, an effects track, and a music track that can all play simultaneously on the same page at the same time, because you've given them a different place in the memory to be executing at the same time. So please feel free to ask me if this is as clear as mud, because I know it sounds confusing, but just the explanation is really in looking at what we have here. This is an audio editing program with multiple tracks going vertically and multiple files on each track. The spaces between the audio files represent the add weight that you're going to build into your behaviors, and the multiple tracks represent the different categories of audio that can play at the same time: speech, effects, and music. And that's where I'm going to end this bit of the tutorial, because from here it's important for us to understand how this all works out in Composer. You don't have a visual representation of a timeline, but again, because you have different categories, you have the same effect as multiple tracks, and because you have the add weight behavior, you have the same effect as adding in different music files on the same track. But remember, if you want to add a fade in, or if you want to do anything special, or if you want to build a compound sound effect using different bits and pieces, which is what I use to build really interesting sound effects for my steampunk book, you're going to want to use an audio editor. And I do recommend Audacity because it's free, it's powerful, it has all kinds of effects, it's got a lot of controls, and I know that's another whole set of software instructions that you have to learn, but once you learn Audacity, you'll really increase your ability to create amazing sound effects and actually build sound design music beds for your books. So I highly recommend it. It's available for Mac or PC. Be sure and get the latest version. And this is the end of the series on Audacity. If you have any more questions, you can post on the forums. I'll be glad to go in and explain anything that's not as clear. Otherwise, I would refer you to the Audacity documentation, which you can find by clicking on the help file and go into the quick help or the manual. And that's about it for Audacity. Thanks for watching.